to my YouTube channel. So today we're looking at impact measurement for social entrepreneurs. Yeah, you're moving from the database M1E to action. Yeah, so we're actually today in today's video we're looking at impact measurement. Understanding impact measurements, just a few concepts on impact measurement and how it can be used for social entrepreneurs. So before I begin, kindly in my description I have a course on Finfix, my M1E monitoring and evaluation course. Kindly go check it out on my site. Enroll. You can enroll for the course at a very fair price. There I get access to videos and an M1E community. You can learn and exchange, and also PDF files for my course. So I'll be having a course soon on Kugka. So yeah, kindly go check it out. I'm going to leave the link in my description box. So let's get right into the topic today. What is impact measurement? Yeah, impact measurement is just an ongoing process that helps organizations answer the following questions. In simple terms, do our direct beneficiaries or customers feel that our work is benefiting them today? Or do our secondary stakeholders believe that we are taking the right steps to ensure the long-term impact of a project or program? And do all our stakeholders know that the work we are doing is making a lasting impact? Yeah, so impact is looking at more of the social impact of people. Like, is this program directly benefiting the people? Yeah, if you're doing a program or project or product, is it directly satisfying the customer? Is it addressing their needs? Does it have a long-lasting impact on them, be it positive or negative? But we are most interested mostly in the positive, though impact has the negative also. And all the stakeholders know that we are doing this intervention or project or products to make a lasting impact. Yeah, that's briefly about impact measurement, how you can measure impact. So impact measurement also takes very many different forms depending on the type of work it does in general. Yeah, our impact measurement normally tends to involve the following: a theory of change about the organization, on how the organization will create its real impact. If you're a monitoring evaluation practitioner, you know all about the theory of change. Yeah, so the theory of change helps you to create a logical flow of how you create. You achieve your intended outcome or objective, and that is creating what? The impacts. Also, in the monitoring of programs and services to ensure that initiative is creating short or long-term impact. So that's what impact measurement tends to involve or follow. It involves monitoring of programs and services to ensure that each initiative is creating a short or long-term impact. Yeah, or also internal reporting on the impact and usage of data in program or service improvement cycles. Yeah, so impact measurement also looks at reporting either internally and externally on the impact of a program or service and its improvement in the cycles. So here you can look at internally. If you have a project or program that you're running, you look at how internally is this program maybe meeting the needs of my beneficiaries of the project. Yeah, and how is this program, is it creating the short or long-term impacts? If I created that logical flow of the theory of change of how I want to create the impacts, the lasting impact I want. That is the overall purpose or goal of the project or program or product. Yeah, so you look at it in that way. Also, our impact measurement looks at external reporting to stakeholders, and often it looks at the public at large. So vis-a-vis the monitoring and evaluation, where you look at data metrics, that's why I'm moving the title says from data to action. Here we're looking at if actually this program or project is creating positive interventions, positive effects in the lives of people. This is the public at large. Can we actually adapt it and also scale it up to another level, maybe to another country or to another region, if it's creating that positive lasting impact? So here, reporting externally to what? To the public, meeting the needs of the public. That's what impact measurement and creating impact looks at. Also, it is typically evaluation sometimes. If impact measurement involves evaluation, this is normally done by third parties to see how effective an organization is at delivering its impact compared to others. So it's normally done also by external evaluators. If it's not done internally, to see how actually the organization is delivering the impact. Also, thirdly, impact looks at the overall vision of an organization. It looks at how vis-a-vis if an organization implementing different projects. So impact looks at how is the organization or these projects shooting into the mission of the organization. That is the overall goal of the organization. It moves away, social enterprise impact measurement moves away from the data-driven M&E to actually looking at is the organization achieving its mission vision or mission, in this case with all these contributions. Yeah. So let's understand what is impact measurement or social impact measurement for social enterprises vis-a-vis monitoring and evaluation. Here we have a case of a water sanitation project. So what is monitoring? Monitoring is a routine collection of high priority data and information on activities and operations. Yeah, this is just a routine collection of data and information of activities and operations. This can be on you're monitoring the commercial records, the profit and loss, that is the income, sales, operations. You're monitoring medical expenses. You're monitoring health data. You're capturing health data and analyzing health data. You're monitoring the product use. Yeah, that's what monitoring looks at. It's just a routine collection of data on and information on activities or operations. What is exactly is evaluation. Evaluation is used to compare the actual project results against strategic plans at a specific time. This can be done monthly, annually, or yearly. And evaluation involves very many forms. We have the formative evaluation, we have the outcome-based evaluation, and then you have the impact evaluation. Formative is also like process evaluations. Yeah, outcome, you're looking at the outcomes of a project or intervention, and then impact, you're looking at evaluating the overall goal or purpose of the organization or project intervention after it has maybe ended. What is its positive and negative impact in the lives of the beneficiaries. So for whom is monitoring and evaluation relevant and useful? Normally, NGOs and governments are looking at the specific measuring methods for safe water implementation. That's the case of a safe water project. So M&E findings are normally very useful for NGOs, governments, even now social enterprises also can incorporate monitoring and evaluation in their interventions. Yeah. And the safe water business, that's just a cycle. Through the business cycle, you can utilize monitoring and evaluation. So what are the advantages? It helps us understand the market needs and see if the desired impact is being accomplished. That is the impact measurement. Yeah, if it's a carbon footprint finance, you can look at that. Yeah, and it helps also would you do impact measurement to help us attract impact investors? Yeah. And this is a brief about maybe as I gave a case scenario that this is the water sanitation project. Just for you to better understand it, you can reference it to your other projects. Indicators suggested by who reported and observed. Are they correct, consistent, and storage? What is the knowledge and behavior of the people who are actually doing this project? What is the water quality if the project is handling that. And then we also look at how do you choose the indicators, what questions you aim out to answer, and how much time or resources would you have to do. So here are some of the impact investors, people who invest or companies that actually invest in seeing social impacts. Of interventions. You have pension firms, insurance companies, government investors, development finance institutions, NGOs, banks, and so many other people or organizations are willing to invest in what? Impact measurement. So in general, impact measurement is just an organization level analysis to ensure that there is a progress being made towards the organization mission, as I mentioned earlier. It includes looking at programs, processes, and long-term outcomes. Whereas monitoring and evaluation is something that happens at a specific program, service, or intervention level, and normally involves continuous monitoring of a program. Is it doing what it's supposed to do? Frequent evaluation, the program actually making a positive impact? Is it attaining its outcomes? As such, a social enterprise might employ impact measurement for the public, for its public impact reports about its entire portfolio of service. So impact measurement, as we're discussing, that it looks at the entire portfolio of your services. As I said, it looks at is the organization, how is the organization doing in achievement of its mission, and how are these projects or programs shooting into each attaining its mission or vision. That's overall goal. So it looks at more of the social aspects and tangible outputs or effects on people's lives. It also employs specific M&E activities for each of the products or services that are done individually. So let's look at the curve of monitoring and evaluation and impact evaluation. One we have on the one side, we have you see the broadness of an intervention, the scope and complexity. Is it narrow or low? And then on the downside, they have the time frame. So program monitoring and evaluation, that is normally done on a short-term basis, and it's normally done. You can look at my videos on monitoring and evaluation. I've explained the differences between monitoring and evaluation. This is done at a short time and normally done normally. Then performance measurement is also done at a time frame that is not so lengthy. It's just measuring performance of program activity, and its scope of complexity is not that high. So when you look at process evaluation, it has a higher complexity or scope. And it's done at a different length of time. So these are normally done maybe annually or after a project has maybe midterm evaluations. These are the process evaluation. Then we have outcome evaluation. You see that its complexity goes higher, so it's more complex. You're looking at more over. You're evaluating the outcomes of the project or intervention. And it's also done at a higher length. These are also done after like 3 years or 3 years of project or 5 years of project implementation. Then you look at the impact evaluation, and this is done at a higher length of time, and normally also after 5 years or project has ended, evaluating how it has actually impacted people's lives socially. So you look at normally qualitative indicators and how it's actually contributing to the overall mission of the organization. So you're moving away from data to actually actions. That if it created this positive impact, what actions can we take to see that this program is actually maybe taken up, and how can we improve it? So monitoring is moving away from just data and moving to action-oriented adaptive monitoring and evaluation. That's one of the new trends in monitoring and evaluation. That's how you are looking at assessing impact, because prior vis-a-vis it was looking at data basically, and yet you can have figures, but there is no really positive impact in people's lives. And then some of these figures can be fabricated, but if you look at the actual on ground and how this has positively or negatively impacted people, and how you can maybe change if it's a negative connotation, yeah, it's more of something that is a service to the people. So what are the impact measurement? What are the 5 dimensions of impact measurement? Or an impact framework. Yeah, impact is measured along with the dimensions of what, who, how much, contribution, and risks. Those are the 5 dimensions: what, who, how much, what is the contribution, and the risk. Yeah. So looking at what, when you're measuring impact, you can look at what outcome is occurring in this period or time. Is the outcome positive or negative? How important is the outcome to the people or planet experiencing it? Yeah. So it's also incorporating in the environmental aspects. Apart from the people, which is the social aspect, it's also incorporating in the environmental aspects. These are all the dimensions of what? Of the society, the economy, the society, and environment. Yeah. When you look at your economics, who impact measurement, you're looking at who experiences this outcome, who are the target beneficiaries, and how undeserved are the affected stakeholders in relation to the outcome. Yeah, if it's negative on them, how is it undeserving to them? Is it positive? Yeah. How much is the outcome occurring across scale, depth, and duration? Impact measurement looks at in terms of how much across scale, depth, and duration, like what is the complexity of this outcome on the population. How long is it going to last on the population? Maybe let's look at a positive one. Let's say if I'm educating a generation of leaders, student leaders, and I have this model to my theory of change to help me create a generation of what? Entrepreneurs, skilled leaders. So I can look at the depth is this model I'm going to use, and the duration, if I produce this ethical and entrepreneurial leader, how is the lasting impact of him or her in their life or career life? Are they going to grow? Is it going to improve their career trajectory? How is it going to improve in their relations at their workplaces? That's long-term duration. You're looking at a career path and a growth for someone for some scale. And how big is it across the scale? Is it done across different regions? Then the contribution. Would this change likely have happened anyway if we did not do this intervention? So they are doing contribution and attribution. Is this outcome actually directly attributed to this intervention? Yeah, we have to look at that when assessing impact. And then the risk. What is the risk to the people and planet that impact does not occur as expected? What is the high expected risk? So that is it about impact measurement for social entrepreneurs, moving from data to actions. Thank you very much. Like, share, and subscribe to my channel.